They're still sticky. Last night's job was, unfortunately it's gloss, couldn't get anything else. Whoop. Try not the video when you've just had a 6.8% Mikella Hop Terror beer. Sorry, Archie Ace version. Got the Centennial next. Yeah, we've been painting again. Paint. Painting and pissed off with it. Because, as you can see, hopefully with the fluorescent lighting, is a little bit of colour variation. You can tell where it used to have timbers screwed to it and where there was water stains, because that seems to have held the paint, and the rest of it is bled through. It originally had, it was a right cock up of an old shed. It was basically chipboard on that timber frame of that bear shed that I used to video in. And they just put roofing felt all the way around the outside of this, and obviously the colour has bled. You can see these annoying little friggin' fruit flies have started coming in here for some reason, unless there's an old bottle of beer here that's popped. But you can see the bloody bitumen has bled into stain the chipboard, and no matter, I put a coat of paint on there and it goes white like that, and then as soon as it starts to dry, boom, it goes that colour, sort of a, I don't know, magnolia-ish. It sort of blends better with that. You can see up there with a little off-cut of timber. Every time I slap another layer of paint on, it makes no difference. I've even got stain, like a base coat, which I just put over those bits just to see what would happen. I haven't got enough to, well, I can't be bloody asked, to be honest with you, to try and layer the entire wall in base coat. Where is it? I've lost it. Over there. 3-in-1 base coat. That hasn't worked very well either, because where I've put decorator's cork in the joints, I don't know whether the camera will pick it up, the base coat has shrunk. For some reason it's reacted, and there's little hairline cracks. And where that car spray paint was, I have tried umpteen times rubbing it down and again, and I don't know how well it's picking up. Still a little blotch there. I put another coat on today and it's still not 100%. It's not too bad on this wall, and some of the joints, I mean, you've got to scrutinise it to see it, but unfortunately I can't really throw any more time at it because it's going to hold everything else up. This bit you're not going to see because it's going to be wall cladding along the edge of the sockets down to the surface of the worktops and the bench, so there's only a sort of few marks up here, and obviously there's going to be the extractor hood, so most of it's not going to be seen anyway. So right, sink woes. Have you seen my last little bit? We were going to move the sink from there to here. The problem, twofold, is obviously the sink drainer or the sink basin would have still been in this bit, and would have been hard to get to because obviously you've got the workbench, and when I measured it out, it's not going to pick it up down here, I don't think. There you go, there's a mark there. That's how far it comes out. And then we're going to have the walk-in fridge that side, and somewhere there's a mark there, and the distance between the two marks would be the doorway, which is, well, it's just about big enough to make a doorway, but I have got a proper door and frame to go in, and if it's a proper door it means proper size. So bugger it, it's not going to work. Now I thought about planting it lengthways and running it obviously alongside the bench, which obviously eats up a lot of space. But now, as you can see, I've mocked it up, despite the fact that the actual mounting legs are on the wall end and there's nothing supporting that end. We have managed to be a bit of a winner. This little backsplash marries up with the standard tap and then the spray head that would go there, and it misses the electric sockets, which I've got to sort that out because I think the bloke must have been pissed when he cut that one. So that leaves me with this room, and the little mark here on this tape is how far the bench comes out, which is 70 centimetres. So that means I can stand at the sink unhindered and get to this bit, and the bench will run along all the way along here down to the little mark we've got there, 2.4 or 2,400 mil, which is about 8 foot if you're in America. And the gap between the wall and there is round about 1 metre ish, give or take. So that means I could potentially put the big fermenting fridge in here. I could even put the walk-in fridge here, but I don't think I will, because that would mean that's redundant, because the wall of the fridge goes flat, and that would mean putting a socket up there and more pissing about. So we could put the big fridge or just a hot freezer or something like that. It gives me more options, retaining it back how I originally wanted it, because obviously it's not too bad. I'll have to make a timber frame leg down here and support it, and just a little fill-in piece along here. It's about 4 inches, 100 mil. Either tile it or stainless steel threshold, like I said before. Run the water pipe down there, through there and underneath, and we'll have the space under there for all the necessary gubbins. Get up my bear, you bloody flies. So we've had a little bit of a setback and a little bit of progress. It's like climbing a mountain really. You get up to the top of the hill and it's a slog, and then it's downhill, and then you have to go up another peak. So hopefully tomorrow I can crack on with a bit more of the second fix electrics and just sort out a few other little bits. I've also managed to put some of the framework in, or basically the outer perimeter around there, with a little gap there so I can get the pipe through if I need be, and start the framework tomorrow. I haven't really got a lot of material to actually line the walls with though, that's the only thing, but I've got some 4-foot squares of chip, so I think I'll start this side, and then I can put that down and know where the fridge is going if it's going there, and that will obviously leave me, hopefully this floor will be a little bit better tomorrow. It's only one coat of cheapo, you can still hear us a little bit, B&M's $3.99 a tin, which was quite cheap, and it was quite good paint for the price. Just a little bit slow drying. They say 16 hours, it's been well, about 24 hours now, but obviously the temperatures aren't that favourable at the minute. So a little bit more progress today, not flowing quite as easily as I would have hoped, but then I never bank on it being an easy task. Right, updates to come later. Cheers and beers.